Will, opened your account for a third time, so you must be pretty happy with that and the result, obviously.
Yeah, really pleased. Obviously, on a personal level, to get my first goals are fantastic. They pretty much sum up my most of my goals in my career, to be honest. 5-6 yards out, but the deliveries are perfect, and I've just got the easy bit of putting it in the net. And then on a whole, the performance was fantastic. It was quite a high pressure game, to be honest. We're coming here, obviously not had a really difficult start, to be fair, but the boys were fantastic. Some young players in there that have not played a lot of games, and the performance from start to finish was really good.
Both goals very similar. I think the crosses from Dan Harvey, just the second one was slightly further out, but the finishes were practically the same into the corner.
Yeah, it's they're sort of my trademark finishes. I pride myself off scoring sort of, I guess, tap-ins or finishes from crosses, but you've got to get yourself there. And like I said, I think the second one I've obviously done a lot more work to get there and put myself in that position. And it looks easy, but the boys do all the hard work, and then I've got that job of just being in the right place at the right time and obviously putting them away. So credit to the lads for getting in the positions and providing the chances for me.
You had a bit of a flurry at the beginning of the second half, but other than that, you must have been obviously second half watching on, thinking it's fairly reasonably comfortable. Yeah,
it was a really professional performance, to be honest, because this is by no means an easy place to come. Point did well last season. Obviously, they haven't had the best of starts, but they've had some tough games, and they'll definitely take a lot of points off teams. So to come here and be as professional as we were, and the gaffer, the first thing he said is when we went to the change rooms, well done, but there was so much to improve on. There's so many little details that we need to improve on, and that's the main thing. I think that sort of sums him up. But overall, we've got to be pleased. Like I said, some young boys out there, not a lot of games, and to perform the way they did was exceptional.
It was a good start, obviously, to start on Tuesday, but that felt like maybe the catalyst for the rest of the season, as something to build on. So it was really important that you did build on that today.
Yeah, it was important to sort of start to create a run, I think. Like you said, the performance Tuesday was excellent, but it meant absolutely nothing if we came here and didn't pick up 3 points and perform well. So hopefully it feels like a little bit of, like you said, a catalyst and a boost, and we're seeing the pictures that we've worked really hard on in training and stuff like that. Hopefully that's sort of the start of what we want to do going forward, and hopefully that can be a little confidence boost for a few of the boys as well.
38 minutes on Tuesday, 45 today, so you're obviously building up from that injury.
Yeah, it's it was a difficult one. Tuesday was obviously the plan was to play half an hour and potentially 40 minutes, and that was what came from that. And then today was, it was almost 45. See how we get on, but I think the way the game panned out as well, I was almost 1v1 at times with the centre half. So it was the perfect game for Matty Dennis as well. And like you said, when he came on, he got his goal and was a massive threat. So for me personally, it's just I had to be a little bit careful just because of the injury and the manner of it. But I felt good, and to get the 2 goals and come off is nice. But it's just little slow steps, and obviously, like I said, with Matty there as well, it makes it a lot easier because he's been brilliant.
Thanks a lot. Speaking of Matt Dennis, I mean, it must make you smile when you see a striker like that getting goals.
Yeah, he's a great lad. Works really hard, and he's we're definitely not similar players. I think you see his raw athleticism and his pace. He's going to cause some real problems. It's just getting that extra bit and that little bit of composure into his game. But I'll do everything I can to help him with that. But even his goal, what a finish! He's a real talent and a really good kid who's willing to learn. So he's been brilliant this season, and he's going to get a lot more minutes.
That injury came completely the wrong time for you, though, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It was tough, yeah. Obviously, good start. We've started really well in the Sheffield Wednesday game, and then obviously to get that just after pre-season. But luckily, it was only a little one. It's just a little niggle, which was really positive news. And the gaffer and all the staff have been great with me, just easing me back in. And today couldn't have gone much better for me personally. So I'm feeling good.
I mean, you just seem to score goals when it comes to playing for MK Dons. I think it's 32 in 75, something like that. They all just seem to fall for you.
Yeah, it's obviously that was one of the reasons why I signed back at the club. I've always enjoyed my football here, and it's been brilliant for me. So, it's one of those things. I pride myself on my goals, and I fancy myself to score if I get the chances. So, those 2 today sort of sum it up really. Some I'm not going to score 12 goals from outside the box or whipping some 30-yard stunner, but they're my typical goals, and really pleased with that.
We saw you have a difficult couple of years since you were last here, but any doubters, I think, shoved to the back of your mind now, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't have those doubts. I'm confident in my own ability, but tough few years in terms of Sunderland and what happened there, and everything around the move, to be fair. But yeah, I had a positive learning there as well, and I'm just put that behind me, and like I said, feeling good, feeling confident at a club that I love, and I feel love me too. So yeah, it's a real positive at the moment.
And great for the fans as well, who have obviously come an awfully long way to see you today.
Yeah, they were excellent. Not just for me personally, but for the whole team. It makes such a difference. The gaffer said to me, the away support last year was incredible, and to see that for myself has been brilliant. I think someone said they're just about finished singing my song after the first one. They scored the second, so I had to start again. But no, full credit to them. No, definitely not. It's someone asked me as well if you could hear it, and you hear everything as a player. It's one of those things. But no, full credit to them, and hopefully have a safe journey back. But it makes such a difference, and we really appreciate it.